Hey guys, this is Drew. In 2 videos, I will explain every single feature available on the MG5 to get you started if you're looking to purchase or if you have owned MG S5 in different regions and different countries. In the first video, I'll show you the exterior, keys, controls, central locking, interior or the touch buttons, and also the dashboard controls on this vehicle. In the second video, I'll show you how to use the middle infotainment screen. I'll go through all the features and tips and tricks you need to know about the MG5. If you find the video helpful, the best way to support the channel is to subscribe and like. If you wish to skip ahead at any time, use the timestamps down below on YouTube to skip forward. Now let's get started. Alright, first thing is the car key. Unlock, lock from distance. Press here to open the tailgate. If you have a power tailgate, that'll open all the way. If you have a manual tailgate, you still need to lift it up manually. If you are close to the driver door or the passenger front doors, press here, we'll be able to lock and unlock at the same time. Just like that. Underneath, there is a small gap over here. You can open the key case cover, open the manual key to open this cover, then you can use the manual key to unlock and lock the driver door if the vehicle battery or if the vehicle runs out of the battery or your key runs out of the battery. Now, this is the highest spec Essence in the New Zealand market. One touch, open the tailgate. If you go to the base model, that's going to be manual tailgate. Inside the tailgate, you can find the manual unlock from inside the vehicle. So push this to open and you can twist that switch to be able to unlock the boot if you are stranded inside the vehicle in an emergency situation. Press here to lock the tailgate. If you have the manual one, pull it down to close the tailgate. Underneath, this cover can be lifted up. You can find your tire mobility kit over here with your emergency triangle warning over there. There's also tow hooks as well that goes to the front or to the back of the car inside that cover. On this cover, you can also drop it down to make it as low as you like. This tray can be taken off. And then inside here, you're going to find your 3-pin trickle charge or slow charge cable. To open the charging cover, you just need to make sure all your doors are unlocked. Press here, now open the charging cover. On the top, that's your AC, standard home or slow charge. Combined, this will be DC, your fast charge. Whenever you want to charge, very simple, plug it in, make sure the other side is paid or connected. That will charge the vehicle straight away. You have indication over here. If the indication shows blue, they're just waiting to be connected, waiting to be charged. If the light shows green, that means they will be charging. While it's being charged, 25%, 50%, 70%, 100% will show different marks and flash on different bars. If this one is flashing, it's being charged, and it's being charged between 50 to 75%. When it's fully charged, the lights will go off. While the vehicle is being charged, the charging cable will also be locked inside this charging port. If you do want to unlock it, either stop the charging on the other side, pull it out, or either use the unlock button from your car key, press the unlock to be able to unlock the charger. Alternatively, on your phone or on the dashboard, you can also click the stop charging button to unlock the cable. From the back on the rear doors, you can find your baby lock, unlock. That means this pull will be disengaged if it's locked. You have window control over here, you have pockets over here, 2 air-vents, 1 Type-C charging, and your armrest over here with 2 cup holders. If you go to the base model, the armrest is not there. If you do want to release the seats and drop down the rear seats, it's a 40-60. Just drop here, just like that. You can find your anchor points at the back at the same time. If you do wish to open the bonnet, double pull is to release the bonnet. And then you can just easily lift this up. There is going to be a jack point over here, and then you can monitor the coolant, monitor some other things if you like. The only thing you should worry as an owner is your windscreen wiper fluid under this blue cap, and that's pretty much it. Let it go, that will close. This Essence spec in New Zealand has electric seats. If you go to the base model, they're just the manual seats. Step inside. To switch on the vehicle, it's pretty simple. Once you have the car key, once you sit on the driver's seat with enough pressure, the screen will lit up. But the motor of the vehicle has not been fully switched on. If you do want to switch on to get the vehicle into drive, put your foot on the brake with a little bit of pressure, this will show the ready sign. When the ready sign shows, that means the motor is engaged, you are good to go. And if you open the driver door, the ready sign will be gone, and you just need to press the brake again if you do want to engage the ready sign. If you do want to switch off the vehicle, one way, simply get out of the car, lock the vehicle, everything is shut off. Alternatively, you can go here, drop down menu, power off, confirm, the vehicle is shut off. The screen will still be there for about 5 minutes until you lock the car, or it will just disappear. Over here, if I want to switch on the car again, foot on the brake, there we go. The vehicle is switched back on again with the ready sign. Inside the cabin, on your drive door, you can find the central locking. The vehicle does automatically lock its doors when you reach 15 kilometers per hour on the speed when you drive off. Over here, that's your window control for the front and back. That's your window lock for the back. Over here, you can find your mirror adjustments, right, up, down, left and right. Center, nothing, left, up and down, left and right. You can also do a drop. Over here, the mirror will fold in, and then drop over here, the mirror will open up. Over here, that's your headlight adjustments. Lowest leveling is 3, highest leveling is 0. Over here, that's the bonnet release. Now on the steering, on the right, you can find your volume adjustment. Up and down for the music volume. Push down is to pause or play the music or the radio. Left and right is to change the radio station or the music tracks. If your phone has been connected, someone is calling in, right is to answer the phone call, left is to hang up the phone call. Over here, you get your voice recognition for the MG assistance. You can do window control, you can do aircon controls, things like that. If you push and hold while your phone is being connected through the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto, you can then use the Google Assistance or Apple Siri command if your phone is connected. Over here, that's the manual adjustment on the dashboard, which we are going to explain. At the bottom, these 2 star buttons can be personalized in the vehicle. So click the vehicle over here, and then click the convenience. Then swipe all the way underneath, you can find the custom button. One is the solid star, one is the white star. So black star, you can change whatever you like. Source for music source, driving mode, 360 camera, vehicle control, climate control, and region braking. White star, you can do drive mode, whatever you like. So I've changed the left one to region braking. If I click here, you can see the region braking will be displayed and will be adjusted. The right one is for driving mode. I can change in between that, so I don't have to go into the screen under the driving control. But if you want, you can adjust that accordingly. Over here, that's your cruise control settings and your speed assistance settings. I've done many tutorials on how to use the MG cruise control on the new MG vehicles. Simply press this button to get the cruise control to be ready or to be off. You can see that on the dashboard. And then once it's ready, push down to click to start the cruise control, up and down to change the cruise control speed, left and right to change the cruise control distance. Over here, that's a speed limiter. If you engage that, click OK, up and down to set a manual speed limiter on the vehicle, so the vehicle will not travel, or when you press the accelerator, the vehicle will not allow you to go over a certain speed. Under the cruise control, you can also change between standard cruise control or the advanced cruise control with the steering support. Push and hold, you can change to with the steering. That's called ICA, Intelligent Cruise Assist. Press hold. No steering, that means just the standard cruise control, which is adaptive anyway. Now on the right, these are your windscreen wiper controls. You can go up and down to switch on and off the windscreen wiper. At all the way bottom, here is off. All the way bottom again and release, that's one wipe. One click up, that's automatic. Here is to change the sensitivity on the automatic wipers. And if you have automatic, by the way, if you don't have automatic, this will be manual wiper. This will change your speed. Go up, it's going to be slow speed, no longer automatic. All the way up, fastest speed. Otherwise, drop to here, that's off. Over here, that's the rear wipers. switch on, switch off, and switch on hold to wash the rear wiper, or switch on hold to wash the rear wiper. To wash the front wiper, pull against you and hold to wash the front wiper with the fluid. On the left, these are your lighting control indicator up and down. You do have auto headlights, just leave over here to switch on auto, switch off the headlights, switch auto again. Parking lights and low beam lights are available too. Here is your rear fog lights. Unless you have headlights already on, you can switch on the fog lights, otherwise switch off. Flashlight against you, high beam forward against the incoming traffic. Alternatively, the vehicle does have a feature called auto high beam assist anyway. Over here, that's your facial detection monitoring system. It will monitor you. We'll go through that in the center screen in the next video. And in front of us, that's the dashboard panel. On the right, this is your percentage of power that will go up and down when you start accelerating and decelerate. On the left, the percentage and kilometers displayed for your range. On the top, ready sign means the vehicle is on, parking normal, park hold is engaged. On the left, that's your assistance systems about your adaptive cruise control and the lane keep assistance. Time display, seatbelt warning, region braking shows level 1, which means we're at level 1 or low level on the regenerative braking. In the center, speedo and speed sensor. In the center, speedo and the speed rating over here. On the right, these are your display panel. You can change a few things. Press this menu button over here. You can shuffle that between different menus. Navigation control, accumulate total for the vehicle consumption from start, from last charge, odometer, and tire pressure warning and things like that. In case you want to change anything, click this and find the cluster. You can enable and disable some of the cluster information. If I do not want the vehicle to show from last charge, I can disengage. So when you press the button, it's not going to show on the display panel. And that's pretty much it about the dashboard. In the center, we can find 2 cup holders, wireless phone charging if you go to the high spec. Gear shifter, pretty easy. Hold the brake all the way to the right, all the way to the reverse. Press on top for the park, and parking hold will get engaged, disengage automatically as well. The screen display obviously will go through the next part in the next video. On the top, you can find your sunglasses holder, lighting control at the front, about reading lights or full reading lights inside the vehicle, and door lights if the doors are opened. Over here, that's your cover for the sunroof. If you have the sunroof, stop anywhere or go all the way back. And then the glass can also be tilt, push to tilt, just like that, or push back to open. You can stop anywhere or get it to go all the way if you like. And that's as far as it goes for the first half of the glass. And that's pretty much it about the sunroof. Alright, that's the first video about the MG S5 for all the features apart from the media screen. In the next video, I'll go through all the features guidance on the media screen to let you know everything you need to know about the MG S5 touch screen. Thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, the best way to support the channel is to subscribe and like. See you next video.